Good morning, good morning, good morning. As usual, I am on my morning walk. But I just feel the need to say this, and to say this to young people. And this is for young people. Don't be a follower. Be a leader, and be a leader in a positive way. Because persons just use the phrase, be a leader. And you can be a leader in a negative way. So you can decide to choose the life of crime, and you are the leader. You can decide to choose a life of maybe prostitution, and you are the leader. You can choose a life of just not being productive, and you have a set of persons that will follow you. So when you say be a leader, you be a leader in a positive way. So you decide to go to school, you decide to work, you decide to go to church, and you encourage other persons to come along. And you don't follow persons, especially negative. So you have friends, and your friend decide that even going to the party, your friend come, you didn't plan to go to this party, and your friend come and say, well, yes, they are going to a party. Have a mind of your own. Have a mind of your own. You never plan to go. Your friend come no matter what. You don't feel like going, don't go. I remember, good morning, and I'm talking about young people now, mainly. I remember my mother used to say to me, don't let anybody take you out of your house. You're gone to your bed, or you're at home relaxing, and people come and say, let's go here or go there. She said, once you make up your mind that you're not going, don't go. Because something may just happen. There is a reason why you don't feel like going. So don't follow. So there is this story, and this is a true story, of this young man. His mother came to America, and of course, she fell for him. Young, promising man from Jamaica. And he was young at the time when he came up here, maybe about 13. And this fellow came here and worked his way up. Very, very intelligent guy, because he was going to high school in Jamaica, prominent high school, if you know anything about Jamaica. And he came here and going to work and going to college. Now, on this particular day, he was at home. And actually, I heard that he's gone to his bed. His friends came to his house and said to him, let's go and look for someone that was sick. That's one of their colleagues. He did not plan on going. However, after much pushing and pushing, he complied and he went. So after visiting the sick friend, they then decided to go to a club. And they went to the club and they enjoyed themselves. Good morning, everybody. And they went to the club and they enjoyed themselves. Upon coming out of the club, I don't know anything because I'm an old woman. They talk about this jumping. Somebody threw, I understand, and this is what I understand, that somebody threw some garbage on him. This happened here in America. And the next thing, people come, you're immigrants, and you come here and you leave out gun. You don't need to apply for any gun. Even with good intention, gun can be very, very serious. Even with good intention, leave out gun alone. So he Somebody threw garbage on him, and I understand he said, why you did this? And it was a group of guys. Why did you do this? And the guys were coming at him. Well, I understand that he fired gun because he had like a firearm. And he fired a gun in the air. For whatever reason, that did not stick in court. And at a very tender age, 20-something years old, he got 35 years. 35 years. Now tell me, had he decided that I am staying in my bed and no earthly powers is going to get me to come out, he would be a free man today. He's presently in prison. He's presently in prison. So I am saying to young people, stick to what you mean and mean what you say. If you don't decide to do something, don't do it. Don't follow anybody, because at the end of the day, you are going to be accountable for your action. You are responsible for what you do. Now, this young man ended up promising young man in America, all because he come here. You can get a gun easily, so you can go in and get your gun license. No, I think as long as you reach 18, I'm not so sure. And that's the cause of it. If he did not have a gun that day, he would have been out today. Get his profession, which I understand he wanted to be a lawyer, and he was striving towards it. So I am saying to young people, please, a lot of you have some bad influence. Let me tell you, when I was growing up, nobody could get me do what I don't want to do. Because firstly, if I am not the leader, there can be no other leader. Nobody can push me or bore me or tell me what to do. No, I don't allow nobody to do that. I only take instructions at work. I don't even join social organization and take no instruction. That is why I really don't bother with it, because some of it don't make sense. So I only do it at work because they have their rules and I want the work. So this young man is in prison now, wasting his life at 26 years old. 2000 and is after I graduated. I think 2014 he was sentenced to 35 years. 35 years. Just gone 11 years out of that. His family is still fighting. His family is still fighting to prove his innocence, because they said that he's innocent. So, I don't know. But it did not pan out in court that he was innocent. He would have not have gotten 35 years. Young people, have your head screwed on. Have your head screwed on. Because what you all don't understand, when you have friends, a lot of friends really don't like you. They are friend enemies. A lot of friends, you don't know who like you from who don't. Some persons will put up a front, because with the same case, I understand that his friend was there and the friend didn't give, much evidence. That's what I understand. So, and that's his friend. So, no matter if it is your friend, you must be able, if I say no to my friend and my friend is upset with me, that means I do not need that person to be my friend, because you need to respect my decision. You need to respect my decision. You're going to the mall and I don't feel like going to the mall. Why are you going to be upset? Quite frankly, I don't need that company. Hey, Yolanda, how you doing? Exactly. They must not follow foolishness. I notice young people, there's a big thing now on the internet with some Jamaicans. They were friends. Everybody follow everybody. And for some reason, the friendship break out. And they're on the internet, everybody bawling out each other's secret. This one say, telling the, and implicating themselves. Implicating themselves. Sooner or later, police get wind of the argument that they have out there. Everybody gone to lock up. Everybody. You know, my mother grew me. She said, no friend, don't keep friends. All during my life, going to school, I had 2 friends. And then one went away, and I had 1 friend. 1 friend up to this day, over 30 years. Well, I have other friends now, but 1 friend up to that day. And none of us told each other what to do. I can tell you, the 2 friends I had during school days, in our young days, both of them had their boyfriend. 14, 15, 16. Both of them had their boyfriend. I never have any. Because of how my mother grew me. Because I couldn't even think about boyfriend. So I didn't have any. And none of them couldn't get me. If you go talk about me, I have no boyfriend. None could get me to have any boyfriend. So I'm just saying, young people, please do not part from your upgrowing. And this is what caused a lot of the problems. They are moving away from their good upgrowing. Because a lot of these guys are women. If you go in the prisons and interview them, is the poor mother and father, they are not to be blamed. They are not to be blamed. But after they get to a certain age, they stop believing in what their parents telling them, and they are now focusing on their friends. They are now focusing on their friends. They're ready to rebel. I can give you a story again about my son. So we went to Jamaica about 3 years ago. And my son, in school, he was some DJ, which we didn't know of. So he was on this poster to play this big event that was going to take place in Jamaica. His friends were putting it on. Of course, the parents are always the last one to know. And we did not know about it. And so we only found out when we were in Jamaica that he was going to go to this dance. And we are really not for it, because most time dance is so violent. And we decided that the date was the same. The date was 3 days. We had booked to come up like the 2nd, and the date for the dance was like about the 4th or the 5th. No, we had already booked. He was what, 20 at the time? And we said, we're not leaving him. We are not leaving him in Jamaica to go play a no dance, because we know how violent those things can get. So we decided that, yes, he's to come up. And he came, very, very upset and mad, but of course he came. Now, you know what the boy did? The first thing in land back in America, went ahead and piercing 2 ears. And him know we are not for it. He went ahead because he want to rebel and want to prove a point to us. I don't ask him anything about it up to this day. Up to this day. Because I know that he's rebelling. But you know something? Him still come with me. And me never come home and have to sit down and fret. So what if things get bad at this dance, and next thing you know, this happen or that happen? Him come home. Him come home. Young people, come take up on yourself. Take up yourself and walk the straight and narrow. Walk the straight and narrow. Don't part from what your mother teaches you. Your parents give you good upgrowing. Stick with it. And you know, and them know the wrong, you know. Young people know right from wrong. They know right from wrong. So if it don't feel good, I used to tell my son, anything you're doing and you know that you cannot do it in front of me, don't do it. So if you have to hide and go there, so don't bother with it. Something wrong. So anything that your friend is advising you to go into, and you know you can't go to your mother and say to your mother, say, you know, they want me to go down there, so go hold up John Storm. Because you can't go there and tell your mother that. Your mother can tell you no. Don't bother with it. It's wrong. Anything that you have to hide from your parents, don't bother get into it. Okay? Thanks for listening, people. This is just an advice to young people. You have your future in your hands. Go to school, get a good trade or your profession, and live good life. Okay, bye. I'm walking. I am walking this morning as usual, putting in my steps.